Days of pouring rain has left death and destruction in South Carolina. In what officials are calling a 1,000-year storm, hundreds have been forced from their homes. Roads and bridges have been destroyed.
We've got to get people downstream evacuated. As if this dam goes, the 50,000 people are going to be washed away.
I grabbed my kids and prayed that the water didn't come any higher. Once we got into the first 24 hours and water started to come through underneath the front door, that's when we knew it was serious.
We had roads collapse, some bridges collapse, a lot of damage.
A huge concern of government agencies is supplying the victims with nutritious food. And thanks to the American farmer and programs offered through USDA, the need is being addressed. Cora Russell, USDA Disaster Response Coordinator.
The USDA Food and Nutrition Service has 3 primary disaster nutrition assistance programs. We can provide USDA foods for congregate feeding. This would be feeding being conducted by a local feeding organization such as the American Red Cross or the Salvation Army.
We deal with congregate feeding, mass feeding for anybody and everybody that's affected by the floods. We work with our partners in mass feeding, which would be the Red Cross and the Southern Baptists, and providing feeding wherever the call may be.
And so that's where we come in, and when they need food, they can come to us and we can access our stores of USDA food, whether it's in our state contractor warehouses or even in school locations, and we can put those resources to use and get those to the shelters that need it the most.
When we see a storm coming, we reach out to all of our states within the region to find out what their current inventories are.
This is all protein. All protein goes here.
And how it worked for us in South Carolina, we had that inventory. We were able to look at what our menus are, and we were able to take those menu items and substitute USDA food free of charge.
We also have the USDA foods that can be provided as part of a disaster household distribution program, and that would be food that would be put together in food boxes and again provided by disaster feeding organizations to distribute to households that are sheltering in place. We have the Disaster Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, and this is a program that would meet the needs of individuals who might not qualify for our regular SNAP program, but who have experienced disaster-related expenses such as loss of income or loss of property. They've had relocation expenses, or in some cases, loss of food due to power outages.
The victims of natural disaster are grateful for the assistance, and as the farmer's slogan states, they are thanking farmers 3 times a day.
Any little bit of help that anybody can give me goes a long way, a long, long way.
With the Idaho Farm Bureau, the voice of Idaho agriculture, I'm Steve Ritter.